And of course, we have been tracking so much for you earlier on. Remember, we brought you live a conference by pensioners at the Teleposta right here in Nairobi. Alan Aoko has been following up for us that particular meeting and got details about what emanated. What should we be looking forward? Alan Aoko.
Indeed, thank you very much. This afternoon, a very chilly afternoon here in Nairobi. We are at the AGM of the Teleposta pension scheme, AGM, which ended a few moments ago, and we're just looking at some of the challenges that pensioners are facing as members when it comes to investing their retirement benefits during these times of COVID-19. And of course, if you remember, the retirement benefits sector made about 7.76 in percentage points in terms of profits above the previous year, which we can tell you that had some challenges of its own. This is very incredible, looking into things that if you look at every sector being impacted by COVID-19, but you see the retirement benefits sector earning about 1.4 trillion in 2020 as at December 2020. And also, despite the shocks of the markets and of course the member withdrawals and the contribution cancellations that were seen with various schemes, the sector has remained very resilient. And what came out of this meeting here is that going forward, despite the challenges, the pensioners are still willing to of course invest. And just to go back into a report that was released a month ago talking about the impact of COVID-19 on the retirement benefit sector, is that many pensioners were going back into their savings so that they could survive this period because there was no other source of income, and so they tapped into the projects that they were doing and stopped them, and then started picking what was in their pot for retirements just to go on and finance what they had left during the pandemic. But of course, going forward, we see that in the future, now the retirement benefit scheme sector is adopting things like technology to try and innovate through the sector. And we also see that there have been some amendments. Earlier, we even had the Retirement Benefits Authority CEO, Mr. Nzomo Motoku, talking about amendments that they are lobbying amendments on acts and regulations going forward. That will, of course, help to buoy the sector and help wither the headwinds that have come with the challenges of COVID-19. Of course, and we've seen some interesting developments, especially when it comes to mortgages, where you see that now pensioners can use their mortgages to actually do some affordable housing projects using that, which was actually unheard of and it was not done before. But now these are some of the things that have come in to buoy the sector. And of course, we will all, of course, give you all the updates. We are hoping to speak to one of the administrators slash the trust secretary of the Teleposta pension scheme, just to give us an overview of the sector. But of course, we'll do that and come back in subsequent bulletins with something of value and enrichment to the members of these pension schemes countrywide. Back to you.